Trump demands halt in Ukraine aid pending Biden probe. Drones slam Moscow. U.S. President Donald Trump has threatened to cut off all aid to Ukraine unless it launches an investigation into his political rival Joe Biden and his son Hunter, who had business dealings in the country. Trump also accused Ukraine of being behind a series of drone attacks on Moscow, which injured one person and briefly shut down an airport. Bomb tears through political rally in Pakistan. 40 killed, nearly 200 hurt. A suicide bomber detonated his explosives at a rally of the opposition Pakistan Democratic Movement, PDM, in the city of Quetta, killing at least 40 people and wounding nearly 200. The PDM is a coalition of parties that oppose Prime Minister Imran Khan and the military establishment. Ukraine changes Christmas date in break from Russian church. Ukraine has officially moved its Christmas celebrations from January 7th to December 25th, following a split from the Russian Orthodox Church in 2018. The move is seen as a symbolic gesture of independence and cultural identity from Russia, which annexed Crimea and supports separatists in eastern Ukraine. Coup contagion. Why are so many of Africa's governments overthrown? In the past year, at least 4 African countries have experienced military coups or attempted coups, namely Mali, Guinea, Sudan, and Niger. Experts say the reasons for this trend include economic hardship, political instability, social unrest, and foreign interference. South Africa's stance on Russia puzzles many. Could a mine in the desert hold answers? South Africa has been one of the few countries that has not condemned Russia's aggression in Ukraine, despite being a member of the BRICS group that also includes Brazil, India, and China. Some analysts suspect that South Africa's position may be influenced by its lucrative uranium mining deal. The Army endorses presidential coup plotters despite international condemnation. The Nigerian army has declared its support for the military junta that seized power from President Mahamadou Issoufou on Tuesday, saying it was acting to save the country from chaos and corruption. The coup has been widely denounced by regional and international bodies, including the African Union and the United Nations. Antarctica is missing an Argentina-sized amount of sea ice, and scientists are scrambling to figure out why. Antarctica's sea ice extent has reached its lowest level on record, shrinking by an area equivalent to Argentina since 2014. Scientists are unsure what is causing this dramatic decline, but they warn that it could have serious implications for the global climate system and marine life. Scientists revive 46,000-year-old worms. Russian scientists have successfully revived 2 microscopic worms that were frozen in permafrost for about 46,000 years. The worms, known as bedelloid rotifers, are among the most resilient animals on Earth, capable of surviving extreme conditions such as radiation, dehydration, and starvation. Israel's judicial overhaul sparks military crisis as number of refusing reservists grows. Israel's controversial law that limits the power of the Supreme Court has triggered a wave of protests and civil disobedience, including among military reservists who refuse to serve under the new legislation. The law, passed by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's coalition last week, allows the parliament to override the court's rulings on constitutional matters. Typhoon Doksuri brings heavy rain to North China. Rainfall alert issued for Beijing. Typhoon Doksuri, the strongest storm to hit China this year, has brought torrential rain and strong winds to several northern provinces, causing floods and landslides. The National Meteorological Center has issued a yellow alert for heavy rainfall in Beijing and neighboring regions until Wednesday.